Is brought to you by OTR Solutions and Purple Squirrel.
Was it all in vain? My world revolved around you, now it's trapped inside the pain. Maybe I should stay in the dark after you had into a place so far away. All those crazy thoughts are going through my mind. A part of me.
As you can tell, the old man who was doing the voiceover was...
What do you think you're doing?
I am doing the voiceovers because the old man died.
Well, this is not a Japanese samurai, Jackie Chan Chinese thriller movie. So keep moving, bro.
Alright. Jesus, I'm going.
Sorry about that, folks. Like I was saying, as you can tell, the old man who was doing the voiceover was, well, old and slow. So I will take over the job from now on. And the old man, let's just say he's in a better place now. After the niche run, Alex wasn't done yet. Back at the hotel, he lined up 2 more interviews with guys from the trucking industry getting deep into the game.
Asset based here with Augie, the support specialist. Tell us about yourself, man. How did you get into logistics?
Yeah, pretty much when I started, I started about 4 years ago.
I mean, you get into the management position after 6 months. I mean, you must have obviously applied yourself, learned, immersed yourself in the industry.
Yeah, most definitely. And that's when I started loving the industry and so started understanding like how much things that are actually in the background, not just the truck, whatever you have to do from like safety to fleet management to accounting to like earning money and then earning extra money, saving money for the company, just trying to be strategic.
Yeah, just sort of understanding the general carrier things.
And then from that point, just try to optimize everything because like I started listening to people. And from my experience, like I just sat down everyone and just was like, hey, you have after hours.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, hey, what's up? I'm your new boss. And basically from setting up everyone and just sitting them down and just say, what are currently the biggest issues that you have in working in this? And the first one was shifts. So like doing a lot of, let's say, night shifts in our time and everything.
How do you go about, in a management position, tailoring your approach differently?
I mean, just hearing the person out. That's
listening.
Yeah, that's the best approach. I just said
trial and error.
Yeah. No, we're all learning all the time. Like that's the part of our job. You can't just stick with one routine with everyone. Routine.
I mean, your top lesson in management is just going to be listen, tailor your approach differently.
I mean, with everything. With everything. Yeah.
That's just good life advice.
Yeah.
But all right, man.
Within the carrier company currently, I'm also doing invoicing, so billing. I'm the one who actually also enters the loads in our TMS, goes through them so that we have like everything clean and set up.
Of course.
Because like it's not a big of a struggle when one person does it and like
too many chefs in the kitchen, that kind of stuff.
Most definitely. And also with like any kind of report that you need, like if you have one person, if he does it clean, he's like really tedious about doing everything right. Like you can have like such a clean system that you can see everything at a press of a button.
How do you think, people perceive us? How do you wish to be perceived working on a overseas situation?
I mean, honestly, I didn't have any issues with the people that I worked with and with like customers that I have been working with and with anyone that from the US, like if we have like any software solutions or something like that. For me, I had the luck to not have that situation, to not be perceived as sketchy.
Well, I mean, realistically, it comes down to obviously your English. Not that I think that's right or wrong. I don't really want to get into those conversations. But thankfully, with your English being the way that it is, I'm sure people just don't even think about it, don't even know,
Yeah, that is true. Definitely. Like there are, but still at the end of the day, like it's trial and error. Like if you do your job right.
What would you say to the people who say every person who's an outsourced or overseas operation is a scammer? What would you say to those people?
I mean, like, put yourself in those shoes, most definitely. Like, just think about, like, how people would perceive you, because when you see the quality is great and the service is great, like, we're all basically, like, we're all humans. We all do the same job. The beauty of the industry right now is that you can actually, like, do your job really good thousands of miles. Anywhere. Yeah, thousands of miles away.
That's not even just a trucking thing. And I don't understand how we're at this point. It's 2025. We're the most connected we've ever been. You can do a video call and see somebody anywhere in the world at any moment in time. And I just don't understand, like, physical location shouldn't be a priority in 2025. Thanks for joining me today, man. And good luck out there as a carrier.
You as well.
Asset based here with Frank, former dispatcher turned carrier sales.
Thanks for having me, man. It was basically between 2017 and 18. I started as a dispatcher in one of the companies I don't want to name.
So you worked with your dad in dispatch?
Yeah. A good friend of mine offered me a job there. I was at a melting point at dispatch, so I gladly took the offer. And ever since, the stress is way low, I can tell you that.
But I mean, what's your biggest struggle outside of obviously the holiday pay and hazard pay that's been going on?
Wouldn't be able to say something.
Life is good.
Life
is like
good.
the Trace. Life is good, man.
Like, I'm still learning. I still want to put into work. I want to get noticed. Like, he's doing a good job, like not slacking off. But definitely wouldn't say no major problems. All I can say is I wish there were more action on during the holidays.
Yeah, I mean, you're also in the flatbed industry, correct?
Definitely. I'm doing flatbeds.
We're in the slower season on the flatbed side of things. So, I mean, your biggest problem is that you want to work harder.
Kind of, yeah.
It's a pretty good problem to have, man. Do you think you're perceived any differently for being overseas? Does that come into play? Does that affect you in any way?
don't have problems, that I'm overseas as long as I get the job done.
Service.
And I've seen some people actually get bullied for it and get insulted for being Eastern European.
And like whoever says that doesn't happen, or if somebody's name is of a certain origin and they don't, like, that doesn't affect them, it affects them. Yeah. And whoever says it doesn't get to experience that. They're not in these places. They don't know these people firsthand. We've all seen it, right? Like, it's an unfortunate reality. And people, I think, try to maybe justify or just say that it doesn't happen. It happens.
It does more than you think.
What would you say to the people that view all outsourced workers as scammers?
That they need to dig deeper. It might be some rotten apples, but like, you got to dig deeper. Because most people think as a whole unit, like, you're rotten, you're scammers, you're no good. 90% of people like outsource are not double brokers, not scammers. I'm not saying there aren't many, but like,
I think that's a good place to leave it. Thanks for coming, bro.
Thanks for having me.
After a long day, we got some sleep, and then it was time for the road again. We headed to Novi Sad, where Alex sat down with Duke, ops manager of ICOM Logistics, carrier based at Lansing, Illinois.
Asset based here with Duke, the ops manager of ICOM Logistics.
out of New York. So,
I think he was sick of the winter. Right?
Yeah, he was sick of the city itself.
Tolls, winter, highway.
And he got a hunch. I mean, we discussed that many times. He just had a hunch that Houston's going to boom.
I just had a dream, dude.
And it did. I mean, once they moved to Houston, they opened a small operation. They started buying truck after truck. Yeah, he was driving as well. I mean, there's stories where he got out on the road to fix the radiator on the road. And
so the owner was a former driver, obviously.
Owner was a driver, and he knows a lot about trucks. He knew at that time a lot about trucks just because he was driving for years.
I know, of course.
They started small, mainly during COVID.
What year was that? That was like 2020-ish?
Yeah, right.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, that's like a pretty awesome time to start a trucking company, man.
I mean, they had a trucking company in New York. They just moved it to Houston.
Yeah.
And, I mean, everybody kind of flourished during COVID, and they did too.
Of course.
And when I started working for BZ, they had 40 trucks.
Take us through the current day of BZ Express. How many trucks, type of trucks,
Currently, we operate 120 tractors and about 170 trailers.
Okay.
Drive-in trailers.
Okay. The people that think everyone overseas are scammers, what would you say to them?
I mean, I don't have a perfect sentence just to put in one sentence to say to them. I mean, we're people, we're human as well, doing our job the best we can. And I think we do it better than people over there in US just because of work ethic. And no, I mean, and I'm not afraid to say that. I mean,
honestly, I've been around a lot of the people and a lot of the companies, and it just comes to motivation, right? Like, if you're paying somebody minimum wage in America versus somebody getting paid 3x,
that's exactly what
average, there's a motivation
say.
factor that comes into it.
You lived here. You know what the average salary is. This job pays way more than
triple,
than that,
quadruple sometimes.
Yeah, and that's a good motivation for you to actually do your job properly and more.
Man, I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Have a good rest of your day.
Thank you, man.
With that done, it was back to Belgrade. Same vibe. Mac and cheese on the stove, and one last sit down. This time with Samir, owner of Elysium Enterprises. The perfect way to close it out.
Asset-based here with Samir, the owner of Elysium Enterprises. How you doing, man?
Amazing, brother.
Nice to meet you for the first time.
I was driving in Maybach, the guys from Novi Sad. After that, I switched to a couple of small companies, and then I finished my career, and I was driving always in the companies from like 5 to 10 to 15 trucks. I figured out that like the way how I was like owner-operator, I was not
built for the megas, bro.
I was not built for the megas. I was really need a lot of attention. I was like, of course, dispatching myself.
Serbian driver.
I'm Serbian driver. Like there's
not enough money. It's not enough money. It's not enough money. I'll stay empty. It's not enough money.
Yeah, the worst owner operator ever. And I was.
Hey, but you spoke English. That's a good start.
So what we do, we are specialized in trucking industry for social media marketing. We're going to different branches. Of course, now we are doing consulting as well. What is our specialty is making UGC videos that they are not now popular, generating Facebook leads, Google leads, making websites. So basically,
what social media platform are you guys most specialized in? From
Instagram and Facebook for sure. We spend millions of dollars in just like transportation industry generating leads, and then after that, because we see that lead is not enough, we are specialized also in recruiting. So we have some people.
What type of recruiting? Like for what positions?
So driver positions like this to purchase owner company.
Nice.
Usually drive-in and reefer. Flatbed is not like
flatbed's tough. Flatbed's tough.
You know, like you need to have somebody.
Special driver,
it's really special driver and special person who can vet them for a lot of different things.
It's a lot of liability. It's a really dangerous job.
Absolutely, and like while we go a step further is basically going into the company, doing the whole scope, do the whole math, and then basically get their operation on the path where we can basically predict their behavior, because a lot of companies have like the fluctuation of the drivers. They don't have any drivers, and then they have 20 empty trucks, and then nothing, and then they have like 10 drivers sitting in the lounge, and they need to pay the hotels for them, and then half leave, and then half they hire, and then like it's a circle that nobody wants to have. So basically by me simple math and just like optimizing processes inside the company, our goal is to vet the drivers, see what we can change in the structure of the company with the smallest earthquakes as much as we can, and then basically generate the stability in the flow of getting the drivers in. And the most important thing for every company, retention. So retention is the key. It doesn't matter how good the truck you have, how good offer you have. Retention is the key, and that's not only a recruiter job, but also a dispatch job. So we are working with companies 40 trucks and plus. What we are specialized in is actually somebody who already have a team that we can provide leads for them. them and nurture them as well. So we can set up the system and software that we have in place. So a lot of companies have 10, 20,000 leads from previous working on Facebook ads or from some other sources. We will explain them and teach them and work hands-on with them how they can reactivate the leads that they have so they can bring the drivers, and as well how they can expand the retention of their existing drivers so they can plan their future buying, their equipment, and
the scalability.
Their scalability basically with their offices, their growth, their discounts for fuel, their factoring, their price for trucks, so everything else that goes with it. We need to put them in a place of certainty. And how we do it, we do that with bringing the quality drivers, filter them through the system and people that they have already, and try to expand the retention.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, thank you for coming by, man. It was really great to meet you, and I look forward to keeping in touch with you.
Absolutely, sure.